In the middle of Gloucester, there's a farm.
I think this is a special place because it's fairly unique in Gloucester in that it brings a whole load of different people together. A lot of organisations and groups are very targeted for specific sets of people or communities, whereas actually the farm brings in people from all across Gloucester and in fact Gloucestershire as well.
I think what you've got here is a common denominator. There's something quite settling, quite tranquil and comforting about being with livestock. It also teaches that very important issue, and that's the ability to care for something other than ourselves.
I just cleaned out Paddy. I like working with them all. I feel like I can get attached to them and I can really be friendly with them. That's Blossom and Bella, the two cows.
St James City Farm opened as a Gloucester City Council project in 1998. Derek has been here since the beginning.
Suddenly, schools could no longer charge parents for school trips. So, of course, the needy schools, the ones that really could do with getting out of their environment, were the ones this hit the hardest. We thought, well, if we can no longer get these kids into the countryside, how about we get a little bit of the countryside into their environment?
I'll be impressed if anyone can tell me the name of this breed.
Cow.
Well done. These are Dexter cows.
Karen manages the farm 2 days a week.
We have groups in from social services, we have groups in who are in trouble with the police. They come here big and macho and they're not going to do anything and we can't make them. And by the end of it, they're wanting to go and do training in animals to get a job in animal care.
If I said it was an instant success and everybody loved the idea, I would be telling you a pack of lies, because there were so many sceptics. There were so many people that thought it was, doomed to fail from the first day, really. And even people that supported the whole idea of the city farm were rather concerned about the environment it was in, the safety of the animals. And I have to say it wouldn't have worked if it hadn't have been taken completely to the local people's hearts. They were absolutely overwhelming, and within a year we had an established working group. We had an army of volunteers. In subsequent years it grew and it developed, and then it went through a period of about 5 or 6 years ago. I think we'd taken it about as far as we could, and it needed something, a new injection really. What we didn't bargain for, but the new injection, was the fact the City Council were going to pull the plug on it because they were faced with such massive cuts.
Thousands of people had helped to make the farm a success. Now all that was under threat.
It came to a head summer of 2010 when, quite frankly, I was called into the City Council office to be told the city farm would be shut. I thought it would be an absolute travesty if this had gone, because by now our visitor numbers were well up into the 20,000 a year mark. But I have to say, more importantly, were the people that came and worked here, the volunteers. By now we had volunteers that came from all walks of life. Some were referred by social services or referrals from agencies that dealt with people that were recovering alcoholics, recovering from mental health issues. So it was really so much more than just a farm. It was those people that were going to miss out on the farm if it had closed. So with that in mind, we had to set about finding a group that would take it on. At the time, I knew some of the Asian guys who managed Gym Nation and Friendship Cafe.
Here, just a few streets away, was a thriving community gym and youth club that had been started by a group of young Asians. Riaz and the others knew the farm well and recognised its importance.
I was born and raised here, so I've kind of always known about it. When the farm was shutting down, the council was going to shut it down, we spoke to Derek, who kind of casually said, well, do you want to run a farm? And it's completely different to what we do, but actually a lot of the core set of values are very similar. It's about introducing a different lifestyle to inner city Gloucester, I think.
Gym Nation agreed to incorporate the farm into its own charitable status.
April the 1st, 2011, the switch was made, and suddenly the farm became a charity-based project rather than city council-based.
The atmosphere changed very quickly. Habib watched it happening.
Previously, people would be looking through the gates to see what's going on. Now people are just coming in. People milling around, animals activities.
I think when it was a city council function, it was a city council function that we allowed people to come and visit. But it lacked the sense of ownership, shall we say, that the community has now got for the place.
Over the years, this place has become much more than a farm.
It's a farm, there are animals, but actually we have different community groups come and use it as well. We've got art projects, we've got pensioners who come and have luncheon clubs here.
It's become a safe and friendly meeting point for many different activities. Riaz is helping with an ambitious project, scaling up small drawings to create a new mural for the back wall of the animal pens.
There'll be images of historical aspects of Gloucester, modern aspects of Gloucester, different characters throughout Gloucester's history and things like that. Part of it is, learning about art, learning about drawing and those kind of skills, but also it's about volunteering.
That's the mosque, isn't it? I'm waiting for somebody, what size to do it, the scale, look.
What about if the tower sort of starts from there, so it sits nice with that? Yeah. So it's quite dominant, but I think given where we are, it'd be quite nice for it to be quite dominant. Yeah? Do you want a chair? No, it's
okay. All of these projects are helping to improve the farm. Habib has designed the new buildings.
The best thing about this building as such is it's entirely volunteer built, mainly unskilled volunteers.
There is a real sense that the community has ownership.
At 3:30 this afternoon, when the schools turn out, we'll get a lot of children that they'll just come running in and they'll come and check on Paddy, the pony. The build up to when the pig's about to have piglets. Children come in every day excited. Has she had her piglets yet? It's part of their life. It's part of their daily routine. It may only be for 3-4 minutes, but they feel part of it and they feel that they can do that. They're not visiting. It's part of their daily routine. It's part of their daily life.
On Saturday mornings, another group uses the main room.
It's been real good fun. It gives your brain time to ease off from all the week's strains and things. I thought if I do a butterfly, I wanted it to be nice and colourful. And I knew what I wanted because you'd be able to see it. People be able to tell that it's a butterfly.
Zahira runs the sessions.
We're hoping to put them all together on a location in the farm. We haven't decided exactly where yet, but they're quite small and portable and they're going to look nice wherever they go.
Just as a community, all different colours and stuff, just getting together and just showing how the community can, unite.
When you're learning a new skill, it gives you a new boost. It gives you a feeling of confidence that you can achieve. And the women are going to have a therapeutic skill that they can take away and they can do. And that's what's lovely with art.
Year by year, the city farm changes people's lives.
We have groups of people that have had real knocks in life, also sorts of social problems and mental health issues. And this can give them the confidence. They're back in the marketplace for work. They've got the confidence to speak to people, that they interact with other volunteers.
A lot of people with special needs are so low in confidence because they feel they're unable to do things. When they come here and they start realising that they can do all the things that everybody else is doing, it brings their confidence right on. And with their confidence, it gives them the ability to stand up and say, I can do that work. And then they are being taken on in employment at other places.
I like the pig and the horse. I like all the animals here.
Lee, who works here, you've just got to walk in and see him smile and it brightens up your day for the rest of the day. He smiles continuously all the time.
You can come in through the gate, you can feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. You say good morning to the animals and they all talk to you back. And it's just a marvellous experience,